Have you ever woken up feeling like you need something more to keep going today? As if deep inside, you're missing a little push, an invisible hug, a word to reignite hope? It's not always easy to start the day with motivation. Sometimes the weight of routine, uncertainties, and silent thoughts feels heavier than our strength. But what if something changed today? What if, before any decision, before your coffee, even before checking your phone, you paused for a moment, just to care for your soul? This is the moment to reconnect with what strengthens you, to quiet your inner world and allow peace to find a place in your heart. Today, you don't have to carry everything alone. There is a greater force ready to walk by your side. Take a deep breath and receive this prayer made especially for you. Have you ever started the day with your body awake, but your soul still tired? Have you felt that silent emptiness, as if something is out of place, even without knowing exactly what? Sometimes what we need isn't another task, but a moment of truth with ourselves. A pause, a slower breath, a reunion with peace. And that is exactly what this prayer offers you now. A moment of reconnection, of lightness, and of inner transformation. Lord, at the beginning of this day, before any step, before any word, we want to give you our hearts. May everything that feels heavy find rest. May doubts fall silent. And may peace find space to blossom within us. You know us completely. You know what we need even when we don't know how to ask. That's why we come with open hearts, desiring only one thing: to feel your real and living presence in every detail of this new day. Not every morning comes with a blue sky. Sometimes the day begins cloudy on the inside, with dark thoughts and confused emotions. But even on those days, you are present, Lord. Teach us to see beauty even in the clouds. Teach us that starting over is not weakness, it is courage. That starting over doesn't depend on the outside world, but on the inner decision not to give up. And today, we choose to keep going. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will act. Psalm 37:5. This promise guides us now. Because when we surrender in faith, something moves within and around us. When we let go of control and trust, we create space for the miracle of lightness. May every decision, every step, every encounter today be led by this quiet confidence that comes from knowing we are not alone. Lord, guard our paths. May no evil reach us. May no negative word paralyze us. May no distraction pull us away from our focus. May every place we step into today be surrounded by light and peace. May our hearts be sensitive enough to recognize when something isn't meant for us, and strong enough to step away when needed. Protect us from everything that tries to distance us from you and from who we truly are. Thank you for another day of life, for the chance to do things differently, to love better, to be kinder to ourselves and to others. Sometimes we forget to be grateful for what we already have, for who we already are, for what we've already overcome. But today we choose to pause for a moment and recognize there are blessings all around us. Breathing is already a gift. Having a heart that feels, even when it hurts, is proof that we are alive, and that alone is a miracle. Lord, strengthen our courage, the courage to keep going even without answers, the courage to forgive, to try again, to rise after the fall. May we not be led by fear, but by faith. May we not remain stuck in the past, but be motivated by all we still can live. May our mistakes become lessons, not prisons. Today is a day of freedom. If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans 8:31. May this truth echo within us every time we feel small in the face of challenges. May it become our shield on difficult days, our reminder that we are stronger than we think, because we are not walking alone. Open our eyes to the opportunities hidden in the details, Lord, because so often we're too busy looking far away, waiting for something big, that we miss the small miracles happening right in front of us. Teach us to slow down, to breathe more mindfully, and to see the extraordinary in the simple. May we recognize the value of a sincere smile that comforts, of a hug that speaks louder than words, of a conversation that reminds us we are not alone in this hurried world. May we see the sparkle of life in things that have no price, but hold immense value for the soul. May we not waste time and energy waiting for big signs, when so often the answers are already here, in the spaces between words, in the silence, in the gentle feeling that touches the heart. Sometimes what we search so hard for is already knocking at the door, but we need sensitivity to notice it. May our minds be open, without judgment or haste, and may our hearts be ready to receive what arrives. May we have the wisdom not to shut doors out of fear, nor ignore the signs because we're too distracted by what doesn't matter. Because when we look with faith and attention, the present reveals itself full of beauty, direction, and purpose. And, above all, may we have confidence that what is coming our way carries exactly what we need: growth, transformation, and peace. May we learn to accept with gratitude the time of waiting, the time of arrival, and the time of blooming. Everything has its moment, and when we are attentive, life always surprises us with more than we asked for. Prosper our path, Lord. May we lack nothing essential, and may we also not lack the balance to handle abundance. Grant us the wisdom to multiply, the generosity to share, and the responsibility to care for everything entrusted to us. May every opportunity for growth be accompanied by peace and purpose. Lord, help us to love more and to love better. May self-love not be seen as selfishness, but as self-care. May we learn to respect our limits, to embrace our flaws, and to value who we are. And may we also learn to love others with empathy, with presence, and with truth. May our relationships be bridges of healing, not of pain. May we know how to ask for forgiveness, how to forgive, and how to move on more lightly. Heal everything within us that still hurts. Heal the memories that still wound us, the silent scars we carry, the words that left a mark in a negative way. Touch, Lord, not only our bodies but also our minds and our spirits. May we live with true health, the kind that doesn't depend only on medical tests, but on inner peace, balance, and serenity in facing life. Give us the wisdom to make good choices today, Lord. May haste not be our advisor, and may fear not determine the course of our steps. May every decision come from calmness, not anxiety, from awareness, not impulsiveness. May our minds be at peace enough to hear our intuition, that quiet voice within that shows us what truly makes sense, even when the world feels confusing. May we have the sensitivity to notice the signs life constantly offers, even in the smallest details. And above all, may every action we take be driven by love, respect, and the truth we carry in our hearts. Help us remember that every choice carries a path, and that this path should bring us closer to who we truly want to become, not take us away from what we've worked so hard to achieve. May we not fall into the trap of choosing the easiest way, but the truest way. May our decisions align with our values, not with the momentary desire to please or run away. Grant us clarity, Lord, to know when to persist and when to let go, when to speak and when to remain silent, when to act and when to wait. Because wisdom is more than knowledge. It is sensitivity. It is balance. It is listening to the soul before taking any step. And if at any moment we err, may we not be too harsh on ourselves. May we know how to start over with humility, learn with lightness, and continue with hope. Because even in our stumbles, you teach us, and when the heart is willing to learn, every choice, whether right or wrong, becomes growth. Lord, strengthen our faith. May it not be fragile like the wind, but firm like a root. Even on silent days, may we continue believing. Even without seeing, may we continue walking. Because faith is that, walking even when it is still early, trusting that the sun will rise. Call to me, and I will answer you. Jeremiah 33:3. This promise calms us, knowing that our words don't vanish into the air, that our deepest thoughts are heard, gives us strength Today, we cry out for direction, for lightness, for peace, and we trust we will be heard. May today be light even with responsibilities. May it be productive without rushing. May it have meaning even in the small things. May we find beauty even in traffic, in lines, in routine. Because everything changes when our perspective changes. Today, may we look more with the heart, Lord. May no comparison steal our joy. May we not lose ourselves trying to be what we are not. May we learn to embrace ourselves exactly as we are, with our successes and our flaws, with our light and our shadows. May we look at ourselves with more compassion and less self-criticism. If this prayer touched your heart in any way, share with us in the comments how you felt. Sometimes a simple word can transform someone's day, and perhaps your experience is that light for someone else. Write Amen below if you felt this faith pulsing within you. It's a way to say, I receive, I believe, I move forward with hope. And if you're not yet part of our family, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to keep receiving prayers that strengthen, calm, and renew. Each prayer is made with great care, thinking of you. Oh, and if you know someone who needs a word of peace, send this prayer with love. A simple gesture could be exactly what the other person needs to find relief and courage to continue. We'll meet again in the next prayer. May your day be light, full of purpose, and with your heart at peace. See you soon.